Now it's time to take a look at Shane Shadows. And Shane Shadows doesn't quite pose the way that Ace Valentine did. Maybe about a decade ago we would have seen something like that from Shane. He's perhaps not as cocky as he was back then. Well, there you go. Shane has a connection with the crowd that I don't think young Ace has yet.
No, what kind of, I mean, using foul language and all that, that's just despicable in my opinion.
Well, Ace Valentine giving the foul language right back. So here we go. Let's see how it happens when they lock up. Shadows in the black and gray, Ace in the white and pink. And Valentine gets underneath Shane Shadows, gets him back into the corner. Buddha calling for the break. And we get a clean break.
You sound surprised by that.
Hey, you never know, especially here in CPW. Sometimes we get wrestlers who don't follow the rules.
Ace is an outstanding individual.
Well, he's impressed management. That's how he got this match with Shane Shadows, which is, you're starting up near the top of the ladder here. Oh, and a little bit flashier break, but
still clean.
Still clean. Slaps Shane on the chest, say, here we go. Let's see what Shadows has in store for him. The third go-round. This time it's another collar and elbow tie-up. This time Shane Shadows gets the better of it. Pushes Ace back into the corner. Oh, and there you go.
That wasn't clean at all.
That was a clean break. On a drop toe hold by Shane. And working over the leg.
He punched Ace twice in the chest there.
He used an open hand. He did the exact same thing Ace did.
Oh, he did it with the intent to harm Ace.
Drop toe hold into a leg lock. And Ace needs to figure out a way out of this hold. He's not going to be much use in this match if he can't move around. Ace makes it to the bottom rope. Shane Shadows has to break. We are on a collision course, Alex. Shane Shadows and Leslie Leatherman. They haven't gotten along for a while.
Have they ever gotten along?
Well, not since Leatherman made his way into CPW. They didn't really meet up for a while.
I mean, you can hit this, do not. That's what to do.
And Ace Valentine says he's got better hair and better muscles than Shane Shadows.
Hey, I agree with Ace. No, don't mess up his hair. He's got a great head of hair.
Well, that's true. I remember a time when I had a great head of hair.
He's a natural blonde too.
Okay. I'm not gonna bother to check. Another collar and elbow tie-up. Ace trying to get underneath Shane. He got down. There's Shane doing the same, and they're battling back. Ace using that leverage, getting in the corner. Shane reversing.
1, 2, 3.
And Buddha calls for the break, and Shane Shadows messes up Ace's hair.
I say that's just uncalled for.
It's legal though. Big backdrop out of the corner. Ace got so angry he didn't see where it was going, and an arm drag takeover. And now Shane Shadows takes Ace Valentine into the armbar.
Yeah, Ace, I mean, he does have a bit of a short fuse there. He can lose his focus.
He's going to have to work on that. Oh, now Shane separating it out. Oh, and he drops his body over the arm. Flattening it out, going back to the armbar, twisting the head and neck, making it very difficult for Ace to get his bearings.
Yeah, and that is a great way to actually dislocate a person's shoulder.
Well, we've had a great time out here at the at Big Bear Lake in the community building in Bruceton Mills. Got a very good crowd. There's Ace Valentine with a closed fist in the corner. Going for a whip out of the corner. Reversed by Shadows. Back in. There's an arm drag. Great way to kick off Summer Shock here this afternoon. Another arm drag. And now he's working over the neck. And he's got that arm. He's got that arm. He's got the left arm. He's been staying consistently on it. And that's going to make it, I don't know what signature moves Ace Valentine has, but that's going to make it difficult.
Well, I mean,
and he slams the point of that elbow there.
Yeah, I personally think Shane would be better off going for the legs because, Ace does like to, do a lot of high flying, a lot of good big jumps and all that. And, you don't need an arm to do that stuff.
Well, I mean, there is a feeling out process. These two the best of my knowledge, have never wrestled each other before. And I think Shane has learned not to underestimate another wrestler.
But see, there's a reason why you scout out an opponent. You try to find out everything you can before you go up against them.
Well, would you say Ace Valentine's done a good job of scouting Shane Shadows?
No, who wastes their time scouting Shane Shadows?
Oh, okay. Back into the corner. Oh! Big chop and another chop across the chest. Oh, and a left hand. And now whip into the corner. Shane follows him. Shane misses the charge. Might have hit his shoulder on the ring post. And now Ace Valentine taking over. Let's see what he does. Mr. One of a Kind going after the apron. Slingshots in with a senton.
See, very nice. Excellent form there. Got all of his weight on Shane's chest. Now, a couple of things like that, and Shane's out of here.
Well, there's a 2 count. I think, though, Ace, as he gets a little more experience, will learn to pull his opponents away from the ropes before going for the cover. And now it's Ace taking over. It looks like a basic front chin lock.
Yeah, he's got his right arm underneath Shane's left arm. Get extra leverage there.
Yeah, I mean that's a move that you see. That's a move you see bouncers use in bars to calm people down. Reverse neck breaker. Nice form by Valentine. Ace Valentine taking a little too much time, in my opinion. Goes for the lateral press and a 2 count.
So close. Shane was awfully lucky there. I think Buddha's counting a little slow.
Well, I don't think Shane saw that coming. Another 2 count. Now let's see what Ace Valentine can do to follow up here against Shane Shadows. This is nice flying back elbow there by Valentine. This is perhaps a bit more of a challenge than Shane wanted going into Hot August night.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely going to have some bruises for that match.
And a 2 count. And now Shane Shadows he's in trouble. He's being choked, and Valentine's going to have to release that hold. He missed that charge, got hit in the shoulder, and just hasn't been able to get on track. Of course, Shane Shadows has done it all here in CPW, and you never want to count him out of a match.
He hasn't done it all. He's never been the West Virginia champion. He's never been the hardcore champion, as far as I know. So, I mean, that's 2 belts right there he's never held.
Well, he has not gotten a shot at the West Virginia title since it was put into place a little over a year ago.
I do, however, think he should be top contender for the women's championship.
Yeah, we haven't had a women's championship in a few years. Sunset flip by Shane. Oh, and a near fall right there. Impressive height by Shane Shadows, getting up over Ace Valentine. Valentine comes in, running shoulder block, takes Shadows down. And for a moment, I thought Shane Shadows was going to pull this match out.
No, I mean, the guy's old. I mean, he's
not
at
old.
He is at the end of his career. He's got nothing
35.
left in the gas tank. Ancient.
No. Anyway, there's Ace Valentine with a chin lock. And the knee in the small of the back, that's good technique.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, Ace, like I said, one of the probably closest to a total package in wrestling right now. I mean, he can do power moves, he can do the great submission holds, he can do the high flying stuff. He can do it all, in my opinion.
He's another guy. All he needs is more experience. And now, and Shane Shadows fighting his way out. I don't think Ace is going to get the submission this way. It's a good move for giving yourself the opportunity to rest while wearing down your opponent.
Yeah, I think that's really probably the more important aspect of it, too.
Shadows turns inside, elbow to the midsection, and a second one. And a third, got some distance. Oh, takes Ace Valentine down with a shoulder tackle. Off the ropes. Well, Valentine catches him with a knee to the midsection.
Well, that's one way to stop your opponent.
That is. And Ace Valentine really impressing a lot of people here in Bruceton Mills. I'm sure we're going to see more of this young man as we roll on into 2007. Got a lot of shows coming up between now and the end of the year.
Okay, I'm going to make a bold prediction right now.
Okay.
Ace Valentine, your next West Virginia champion.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, roll up. Shane Shadows caught Ace Valentine. Valentine was going for a slam. Shadows cradled him for a 2 count. And Ace Valentine checking the hair.
Oh, the hair is important.
The hair is important, but you nearly got pinned. You've got an opponent in trouble. I think that's got to be your priority. Valentine picks Shadows up. Has him in the corner. I think he wants to do a chop. No! Right hand to the midsection. Another closed fist right there. He's going to get Shadows out of the corner. Whips into the opposite turnbuckle. Shane catches him with a back elbow.
Yeah, Ace was in mid-flight, too, when he did that.
Oh, Shane charges in. Valentine with a power slam. Buddha's down for the cover. And it's a 2 count.
Again, another slow count there by the referee.
I think he's been pretty consistent throughout this match.
Now, aren't like Buddha and Shane like old friends?
Buddha and Shane, Buddha gets along with everybody, or he tries to. Another body slam attempt.
Buddha never gets along with me.
Oh, beautiful body slam. Well, you don't try to get along with Buddha.
Oh, why should I? I mean, he's a horrible referee, in my opinion.
Well, that doesn't mean you ask him to get you drinks.
I just know.
Ace
I forgot my
Valentine
ID.
going up top. Frog splash. Good technique. Shane Shadows wasn't there, though.
Yes, Shane pretty much working on drilling, able to somehow roll out of the way. Or maybe Buddha pushed him out of the way, but didn't quite get a good look.
I don't think Buddha pushed him out of the way. I don't think Buddha rolled him out of the way. I don't think Buddha had anything to do with this. Buddha checking both wrestlers. Looks like Shane is going to get to his feet first. That'll knock the wind out of you when you miss a splash or something like that off the top rope.
Yeah, I mean that's what. I can't remember how much Ace weighs. He was what, like 200 pounds or something? I mean that's
He's
a
little
lot
over
of force.
200 pounds, but yeah. Right hands. Oh, and the big elbow to the top of the head. Shane Shadows taking a cue from one of his old opponents, Dusty Rhodes. Giving Valentine in another big elbow. Again, right in the head. Body slam. Ace in some trouble. Shadows going to the corner, setting the elbow pad. Big flying elbow drop, and there's the cover. Oh, and Ace Valentine just never recovered from missing that frog splash. Shane drops the big elbow. Shane Shadows, your winner here at Bruceton Mills.
Extremely fast count.
I don't think that was a fast count. Anyway, it'll be Shane Shadows and Jake Davis on August 11th, taking on Leslie Leatherman and Griffen. And Ace Valentine, he'll be...
I never thought that it would ever come to this, of all things. After the history, the things that have happened, the whole way back dating through 3 years. But Saturday night, August the 11th, that hot August night, for the first time ever, 3S Sexy Shane Shadows will join forces with the undisputed, unified CPW Heavyweight Champion Jake the Machine Davis. And we're coming full barrel right at you, the living nightmare Griffen. I've had my run-ins all year long. I ran his manager out of town. Leslie Leatherman, the big man, champion for a year. I've never beaten Leslie Leatherman in a match. But I'm determined after what he did to me back in June. Jake, I'm going straight at him. I know you got something to settle. I know you want to point right at the television camera. Look at all the people out here watching us on Showdown, and you want to tell them what you think.
Every fan of CPW, they watch a Showdown and they see this sight right here. They can't believe their eyes because they know the history of Shane Shadows and Jake Davis. We've been in Russian roulette matches. We've been in street fights. We've spilt more blood than a war.
Hallelujah.
Now, Leslie Leatherman, anybody who's watched CPW in the last several months has seen wars for the ages. They've seen you and I tear ourselves apart trying to get at each other for that CPW title. But this match has got nothing to do with championship belts. And Griffen, I don't know what's going through your head, but whenever you and I look across the ring at each other, you better get ready, boy. Because you can be the most devastating force in CPW until you look into these eyes. You got to look at Shane Shadows, Leslie and Griffen, get ready. You bring everything you got.
Hot August night, baby. Let's do it.